Hello. Welcome to my round 18 tips, and I'm going to go over how many tips I got right and for last week. So I didn't feel too well, so I wasn't really posting much last week. Actually, I don't think I did a video at all. I didn't. So I'm going to go, I got 7 out of 9, which isn't too bad. Obviously got the Cats right. I tipped them by 5 points, but they ended up winning by 28. Really good display by Geelong. I only watched the last quarter because I was at work. So yeah, really good performance by Geelong. Even to have Hawkins, Cameron, Stengel not really kicking. I think they only kicked about 2-3 goals between the three of them. So that's really promising signs, and I'm a little bit worried about Melbourne's forward line. Like, I don't know if because Tom McDonald's injured, are they going to stick with those players, or are they just going to put like Gawn, in the forward line to have another option? Because I feel like he could be a massive difference in September if it's like that, and have Luke Jackson in the ruck just solely. I reckon that'd be so much better. So I tipped the Bulldogs to beat Sydney. Bulldogs play really well at the SCG normally, so I do not know what's going on there. Sydney was just far too good, and it was just so easy to get it from their back line, to get it from their back line to forward line. So easy, and first quarter was pretty much gone. Game over. Yeah, North Melbourne gave Collingwood a scare. About 28 points in front, I believe, or 26, and promising signs from them, but they just couldn't hold on, unfortunately, for them. Luckily to get that tip right, Collingwood, Young Guns, just remember, Collingwood are one of the youngest sides in the competition as well, and they've got some experienced heads still there, but they've been massive improvers, and they're on the rise. They could even make top 4. That is scary to think about coming September. I tipped Gold Coast. Lucky, thank you, Noah Anderson. Got off the siren. He has been a gun. Pick 2, the 2019 draft, was it? I think it was. I can't remember. But yeah, obviously with Matt Rao as well. Yeah. Freo beat a deplorable St Kilda side. I don't know what's going on with St Kilda at the moment, but something needs to be sorted out there massively. Like, I predicted them to miss the 8, and that could be on the cards. But Freo, they're a fantastic side. They'll make top 4 easy. So we got Port Adelaide versus GWS. Port just absolutely dominated. I didn't watch the game, but by some of the highlights, they absolutely smashed them. Brisbane lost to Essendon. I know they can have an excuse because 9 of their best 22 were out for the game. So you're not going to really win with 9 replacements, and they've got COVID. A lot of COVID stuff's going on, and the coaches and the players aren't happy, and there's some worrying signs there. And their forward line is, they should have won easily. But at the same time, Essendon were just too good when it mattered. Hawthorn, Adelaide, Hawks get it done. It was probably a boring game. I watched a little bit of it, not much, probably 5 minutes of it, that's it. And they just dominated Hawks. Is it Mitchell Lewis? Yeah, he's going to be an absolute gun. And Carlton beats West Coast by 42 points. I can't remember. But it's probably 53 in the end. But yeah, West Coast, they're not a bad side, but they've just had a shocking year. In Carlton, they look like a real deal. Alright, so let's go on to the round 18 tips. So starting off with Friday night, no Thursday night games anymore, I don't think. So Bulldogs versus St Kilda at Marvel Stadium, 7:50. I'm going to go and upset it. It's probably not an upset, but I'm going St Kilda. I feel like they're going to really bounce back, and Bulldogs, they gone. Big call. They're not going to make the 8 for sure. I wouldn't say it's a big call, obviously, but they're only a game out thanks to Richmond losing. So you just never know. So we got Saturday. Yeah, this is going to be a huge test for Collingwood. I wouldn't say huge, but Adelaide, they can be very competitive, especially at home. Obviously, I don't think they can stand a chance, but if they're competitive and they don't play their selfish football, which they have been playing the last few weeks. I feel like they get a win here. At the same time, I feel like Collingwood's class is going to be way too strong for Adelaide, especially at the home ground in the Adelaide Oval. Adelaide. I'm going to go Collingwood in this one. I'm going to go Collingwood by 14. Alright, so the next game is GWS versus Brisbane Lions at Manuka Oval at 1:45 on a Saturday, obviously. I might go an upset here. I don't know. I know Phil Davis is gone. ACL, is it? I'm not sure. But, you know, it could be the last time we ever see Phil Davis. Maybe. He's been an absolute sensational player for a very long time. Well respected around the league. It's going to be tough. But you know what? I am going into a 6%. I am predicting that GWS will win by 2 points against Brisbane. And their worries keep going. Oh, it's a huge call. But you know what? I'm sticking with it. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. So we've got North Melbourne versus Richmond at Marvel Stadium. It's going to be a cracking game because I feel like North Melbourne are going to turn it on. Yeah, so I feel like they're going to turn it on, North Melbourne, and they're going to be very competitive. But Richmond, it's a must-win game for them if they want to, you know, stay in the top 8. So I'm going to tip Richmond by 6 goals. It'll be a competitive game until the last 10 minutes. So big game. So we've got Carlton versus Geelong. Now this is a big game here. We've got 2 contenders of the flag here. Carlton, maybe one more year for the flag. You know, they've got some absolute talented players, but I feel like Carlton, it's a big call early, but I don't think they'll make it past the prelim. Probably not big, but anyways. So we got, so I'll be going to this game with a couple of people, special guests. So looking forward to getting them on the vlog. They're looking forward to coming as well. Geelong, I just feel like with Cameron, Stengel, Hawkins, Close, Atkins, he's been massive in the midfield for the Cats. De Koning in the back line. Blitz, you can play him anywhere, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like Cats will win by 10 points. I hope it's close, but not too close. Alright, so we've got Fremantle versus Sydney. 9% are only tipping Sydney, so wow. But I feel like Fremantle, they're on another level here. I feel like they're just going to dominate against Sydney, and they'll win by 40 points. Alright, so we got Hawks versus West Coast at the MCG. Wow, it's been a few weeks since Hawthorn have actually played at the MCG, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be good for them. I'm going to go Hawthorn by 15 points again. I don't know. I feel like Hawthorn's best and worst is the worst in the competition because they've got so many talented players on their list. Like, they've got a few really good young guns, but they've still got some old head experienced players. So do West Coast, but Hawthorn with Mitch Lewis in the forward line and a few other, Chad Wingard, he's at his absolute best again. I just feel like Hawthorn just will be too strong and they'll win by 40. West Coast weren't too bad either. Alright, so Melbourne versus Port. Huge. This is a massive test, and I don't know why it's played at TIO Stadium or TIO Traeger Park. I don't know if it's sort of contract or it's going to be a huge test for both sides. See if Melbourne can be at their best again. They haven't really shown they're capable at their best. Sort of this year, they played really well against Brisbane. That's probably the only time I can really think of. But yeah, like, you can never count Melbourne out of it though. So I'm not, I've still predicted them to win the flag this year. With Geelong being runners up, unfortunately. But I hope, we go all the way. But Melbourne with Ben Brown, like Spargo, I predict him kick like 60 odd goals. He hasn't shown that at all, fortunately. But yeah, look, it's going to be an interesting game. I'm surprised not many people are tipping Port, but I'm still going to go Melbourne. They're going to win by 5 goals and bounce back with Maxi Gorn being on best on. So we've got, this could be potentially game of the round. You've got Essendon, who had a really good win against a depleted Brisbane side, but at the same time that has star-studded midfield Brisbane. So I don't know. I might go an upset. I do love Gold Coast chances of making the 8, but I'm just gonna tip. You know what? I do like Essendon's chances better than Gold Coast, because I feel like Gold Coast could lose this type of game, and I am going to tip Essendon to win by 4 points in an absolute thriller. And yeah, is my tips. Looking forward to the round, and looking forward to the Geelong Carlton game. I feel like it's going to be an absolute cracker of a game. Hoping it's a close game, and obviously the Cats get up. But I have 98 total tips correct so far this year, which to get nearly 100, like I aimed for 100, and I could get over 120, 130. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I'm still trying to calm down after a really good win against Melbourne. Just never know. You just never know. So I hope you enjoyed the tipping videos. I'm really looking forward to seeing how I go, and I am ranked 170,549 out of 660,590 people. So that is pretty good. I'm ahead of like 490,000 people. So I'd take that any day of the week. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate all the support and all the views that I'm getting. Really appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you watch the whole video if you can to help out the channel a lot. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully it's a cracking round of footy. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video. Peace.